Welcome. My name is Olivia, and it's honestly so nice to see you here. The fact that you clicked on this video tells me something important. You care about yourself, and you're ready to grow. You're doing something many people keep putting off. You didn't scroll past. You didn't say maybe later. You showed up. And I want you to know, I see that, and I'm really proud of you. Sometimes the hardest part of learning is just starting. And you? You already started. Right now. Right here. Today, I want to show you just how simple and enjoyable learning English can be. You don't need to study for hours or sit at a desk surrounded by grammar books. In fact, the best way to learn is the easiest. By listening. Listening to real stories. Listening to natural phrases. Listening until the language becomes part of you, like a song you've heard so many times. The words just flow. Here's what we'll do in this video. It's going to be fun, light, and really helpful. First, I'll tell you a little story about a normal day. Not a dramatic event, not something hard to understand, but just something simple and familiar. These everyday stories are where real English lives. That's where you'll hear how people actually speak. Then, we'll take a look at 6 useful English phrases that appeared in the story. I'll explain exactly what they mean, how they're used, and even give you examples so you can imagine using them yourself. These phrases are like little keys. They help unlock your confidence, one sentence at a time. And finally, I'll share a short but powerful message. Something to keep your energy strong and your motivation high. Because I know it's not always easy. Some days feel slow. Some days your brain feels tired. But even on those days, you're not alone. And I'll remind you why this small habit of listening is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Sounds good? Then take a deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale. Let yourself relax. You're in a safe space here. Grab your tea or your coffee, get comfortable, maybe even wrap yourself in a blanket or sit by the window, and let's begin our journey together. It was early morning, and the whole apartment was still wrapped in quiet. Outside the window, the streets hadn't fully woken up yet. Just a few birds singing, a breeze rustling the leaves, and that soft golden light that only exists at the beginning of the day. Inside, Mia slowly opened her eyes and stretched under the covers. She looked over at the clock on her nightstand, saw the time, and smiled. "It's finally Saturday," she whispered to herself, letting the words sink in. For Mia, Saturday meant freedom. No alarms shouting, no emails waiting, no back-to-back meetings or urgent calls. Just peace. A day that belonged completely to her. She slipped out of bed and made her way to the bathroom. The floor was a little cold, but it felt refreshing. After brushing her teeth and washing her face, she tied her hair up in a loose bun and walked to the kitchen. She didn't want anything fancy, just something warm and comforting. So she decided to make pancakes. The smell of batter and melted butter soon filled the air as she flipped each one carefully in the pan. Stack by stack, breakfast took shape. With a plate full of pancakes and a mug of warm water, Mia walked to the window and sat down slowly. She didn't open her phone. She didn't turn on the TV. She just sat, watching the sunlight spill over the rooftops, watching the city come alive little by little. Then, right on cue, Max came trotting over. Her loyal little dog, with his bright eyes and excited energy, was already waiting by the door, his tail wagging like a metronome. He knew what Saturday mornings meant too, a long, slow walk with no rush. Mia smiled and stood up. "Let's go, buddy," she said, grabbing his leash and slipping on her sneakers. They walked through the nearby park, where the grass was still covered in morning dew. A few joggers passed by, nodding politely. Birds flew overhead. Everything felt calm, like the world was moving in slow motion just for her. As they made their way down the path, they passed by the small local bakery. The smell of fresh bread drifted out through the open door. The baker, who saw Mia every weekend, gave a little wave. She waved back, her heart light. They continued walking, passing familiar trees, benches, and the corner where her neighbor usually sat with his morning coffee. He was there today too, and as always, he greeted her with a cheerful, "Good morning." Mia returned the smile. There was something about this slow rhythm that made everything feel softer. Eventually, they returned home. Max curled up in his favorite spot by the door, still wagging his tail from the excitement of the walk. Mia took off her shoes, poured herself a cup of hot tea, and sat down on the couch with a deep sigh. The good kind of sigh that only comes when you're completely at ease. She reached over to the side table and picked up her book, the one she had been meaning to finish all week. As she opened to the last chapter, she smiled to herself again. No noise, no pressure, no expectations. Just sunshine, a cup of tea, a sleeping dog, and a good story. It was the kind of day her heart had been asking for. Quiet, cozy, and completely hers. All right, let's take a closer look at 6 useful phrases from the story. These aren't formal or academic expressions. They're real, everyday English. The kind you'll hear in conversations, movies, or even while walking down the street. The more you notice and understand these phrases, the more naturally you'll start using them. 1. It's finally Saturday. This phrase expresses relief and happiness after a long week. The word finally adds emotion. It means you've been waiting for this day. In the story, Mia said it because she was glad to have a break from her busy work schedule. You can also use this structure with other moments like, "It's finally Friday," or "It's finally vacation time." It's perfect for those moments when something you've been looking forward to finally arrives. Use this phrase to express joy when a long-awaited moment has come. 2. Just a quiet day to herself. This phrase means someone is spending peaceful time alone, without others around. It's not about loneliness, it's about enjoying solitude. In the story, Mia had a day with no obligations, and she was happy to enjoy it on her own terms. You might say, "After all those meetings, I need a quiet day to myself," or "I'm not going out today. I just want a quiet evening to myself." Use this when you need time alone to relax, recharge, or simply enjoy your own company. 3. Let's go, buddy. This is a casual, friendly way to invite someone or even a pet to join you. It shows closeness and warmth. In the story, Mia said it to her dog Max, but you can use it with friends, siblings, or kids too. For example, "Let's go, buddy. The movie's starting," or "Come on, buddy. We're going to be late." Use this when speaking to someone close in a playful, relaxed way, especially before heading out together. 4. Passed by the bakery. The phrase "passed by" means you walked near something without stopping for long. It's used to describe your movement near a place or person. In the story, Mia passed by the bakery during her walk. You could also say, "I passed by your office this morning," or "We passed by the park on the way home." Use this phrase to casually mention places you went near, especially during a walk or drive. 5. Waved at her neighbor. To wave at someone is to greet them by moving your hand. It's friendly and simple, something you do when you see someone you recognize. In the story, Mia waved at her neighbor while walking by. Other examples include, "He waved at his teacher from across the street," or "I waved at the kids in the park." Use this phrase when describing a friendly, non-verbal greeting, especially from a distance. 6. She didn't need to rush. This means there was no pressure to hurry. It's a calm, relaxed expression, perfect for slow mornings or peaceful days. In the story, Mia took her time. No meetings, no deadlines. You can say, "It's Sunday, we don't need to rush," or "Take your time getting ready, you don't need to rush." Use this phrase when you or someone else can move slowly and enjoy the moment without stress. All of these phrases come from real, everyday English, and now they belong to you too. You've heard them in context, you've seen what they mean, and now you know how to use them. The more you listen, the more phrases like these will become a natural part of your speaking and understanding. Keep going. You're doing something amazing. You're doing amazing, truly. Just by listening to this video, you've already taken a powerful step forward. Why? Because you've been practicing real, everyday English, the kind people actually use, the kind that helps you feel more confident and connected. Remember, progress doesn't come from doing everything all at once. It comes from small, steady steps. And this video, this moment, is one of those steps. Every minute you spend listening is like planting a seed. It may feel small now, but it grows. You're building something real, something that lasts. And here's the best part. You don't have to do it alone, and you don't have to waste time wondering, what should I listen to today? We've already created playlists for you, carefully made to guide you, support you, and keep you moving forward at your own pace. So here's a simple habit that can change everything. Try listening for just 10 minutes a day. That's it. 10 minutes while you walk, or cook, or take a break. You'll be surprised at how quickly your ear gets used to the rhythm of English. You'll understand more, you'll remember more, and soon you'll feel the difference, not just in your English, but in your confidence too. So keep going, keep showing up. I'm really proud of you for being here today, and I hope you'll join me again tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.